I don't know if it matters that I put those other leaves in there or not. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Anyways, we got to let that boil for a little bit. A couple of the videos, like, they're contradictory. I mean, like, one of them says boil it for 3.5 minutes. The other one says, like, boil it for 25 to 30 minutes. One of them says just keep it boiling. So we're just going to keep it boiling and keep an eye on it. I mean, it's right here beside me. So let's go ahead and start preparing what we're going to put in these things. I'm going to put this whole thing in there. I don't know if I'll end up using all of it, but I'm going to put the whole thing in there to make our mix. I'm going to use a little bit of minced garlic. I'm going to use whatever I can salvage from this onion because it looks like it's starting to get bad. I was kind of iffy on the mushrooms, but I'm going to chop up some of these mushrooms. Only a few. I don't want those to take up too much space in here. And this is the big reason why I've been dreading making this stuff and keep putting it off. Because I need to use cauliflower in place of rice. So I have to rice this cauliflower. I have to cut it all up. And I don't want my cauliflower to be crunchy in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to cut it up first. I'm going to put it in a bowl. And I'm going to microwave it for about 7 to 8 minutes. And then I'm going to rice it so it's already soft. Drain all the extra water out. And then we'll mix that with the hamburger mixture. And then it all goes in the oven for like an hour anyways after you roll everything up. So it should be nice and soft and it shouldn't be crunchy at all when we're done. All right, hold on. This is boiling over a little bit. We got to get some water out of here. All right, guys, we got to talk about something serious for a minute. Aliens. I'm telling you guys, if you lived with me, this is what you'd have to put up with all the time. All right, let's mix up our mystery meat. Wonderful. The food processor won't work. Wow, that soaked up that butter real quick. That smells pretty good, guys. Okay, so what I did with the cauliflower, since my stupid processor wasn't working, was that I just did my best to mince it up the best I could just with a butcher knife. It turned out pretty decent. I did not put it in the microwave first with the water. Like I said, you know, I was going to try to soften it up. But I didn't do that. I figure this will do it good enough, I guess. At least I hope. Because, like I said, you know, it's going to saute here in this butter for a little bit. And then after I roll these things, they're going to sit in the oven for an hour. And that's going to soak up all the juices from the hamburger and everything, because you don't cook the hamburger first. Ouch! Hot steam! Turn that off for a minute. I'm supposed to keep the water boiling, but I'll turn it back on if I need it, because it's been in here for quite a while. Yeah. Those are definitely soft enough. I like any vegetables I'm going to eat to be super soft. I just, for some reason, I don't like that crunch in any vegetables. I finally get to use my awesome orange strainer. It hooks right on the side of the sink right there, and then I get to put my leaves right in there. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of when I went on the cabbage soup diet, like years ago, I mean in the 90s. And I made so much cabbage soup, it made me sick. And I had it in a huge pot like this in the fridge for months. I never touched it because I couldn't even stand to open the fridge. That was the best part of the diet. I couldn't even get in the fridge to get food. Guys, sometimes I feel like I'm just filming and filming and filming, and these videos are going to turn out so long. 6, 7... I don't know how many I'm going to be able to fit in this casserole dish here, but I'm counting these out. I got 11 of them so far. 12, 13. This thing cooked up pretty good. Alright, so there's my handy-dandy little strainer. It hooks right on the sink like that. I love that. We got 15 leaves in there. I don't think we're going to need quite that many, but we got them if we do. Alright, here's what we're going to do, guys. Instead of using this casserole dish and putting it in the oven for an hour, I'm going to use the slow cooker. One of the videos I watched, this lady used a big pot, like a granite pot, and she just rolled them and then she stacked them in there and poured the tomato sauce, you know, in between, made sure that they surrounded them and that. Alright, before I roll these, what I'm going to use to pour over them to keep the carbs down, I have this red pack tomato sauce. There's only 3 carbs per serving and 3.5 servings per container, but I want to keep the carbs down. That's the whole point of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this, I'm going to mix some water, and like an idiot, I already poured out the water that I boiled my cabbage in. I wanted to use that to mix with this for more flavor, but I'm stupid, so... Alright, it's a little bit more watered down than I want. I probably could use 2 of these and make about 3 cups of juice. But that'll work. It'll still work. Okay, so one of the things that I'm seeing in these recipes is that this part right here, this big thick vein here, is not very flexible. And you want it to be real flexible when you roll it. I mean, that seems pretty flexible to me. But they say that you got to cut that off a little bit, so... I don't think it's really all that necessary, at least on this one. Let's give this a shot. Pretty small leaf here, but yeah, that's working. That's cool. Cute little cabbage roll friend. Okay, so now I can put that right in there. And that is ready to roll. I've got to get ready to go. So the next time you guys will see me, when I plug this in and cook it up, and then we're going to do a taste test. I'm sure it's going to need some salt and pepper. Alright guys, I'm jumping in the shower. I'm going to get ready to roll. And next time you see me, we're going to taste this stuff. For me, that'll be in a couple hours. For you, it'll be just like this. Okay guys, it is many, many hours later. Here's what we got right here. It's cooking up good. It smells pretty good. It's been in the crock pot here for about 2 hours. I checked it a little while ago, and it just didn't seem like it was quite done yet. I mean, I didn't like you know, unroll anything and look at the meat inside, but that's what we're going to do right now. Hopefully it's done, and then we're going to have a taste of these things. Look at that. It got all steamed up. So here's what the inside looks like. I know that's not lit up very well, but... Okay, so here's what we got. A little bit of meat mixture. A little bit of cabbage. It smells alright. I think if I make them again, I'm not going to water down that tomato sauce as much, because I can't even smell any kind of tomato sauce on these. It's pretty good. I mean, it definitely does need more of that tomato sauce taste. Here's a little bite of just cabbage. Let's see how that is. That's not bad. Like I said, I'm not a big cabbage person anyway, but I'd have to say that for the time it took to get this put together, even if I would have taken another hour to make it in my own stove, unless I really work on this recipe for a while and perfect it, it was definitely not worth the time invested. But, I mean, it is good. It's no doubt it's good. I think if it at least had some more tomato sauce on there, or some, because it basically has all cooked off. So, alright guys, pretty good with the cabbage rolls. Like I said, could use a little bit of tweaking and flavoring, but they're pretty good. Alright guys, well I am going to go eat the rest of these, have some Powerade Zero, watch a little bit of TV, wherever you guys are waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day. Do something for somebody else, pay it forward. Let's make this world a better place. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.